2 readings in one day. Okay, hi. Welcome to I'm Woke. I'm your host, Emelina. In this video, I'm going to take you guys through an energy reading for the week. I didn't want to miss the week, even though I already posted like an equinox video reading as well as an eclipse reading yesterday. If you haven't seen it, go check out the live streams in my channel. It's a really, really powerful reading for this eclipse, but I wanted to get you guys like a standard reading for the week. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm also checking out this new spot. And I'm like, where is the light? There? I don't know. Gotta love window light though, I'll tell you. And I think I want to hang these on my wall. You guys can see my paintings. I might actually do a live stream soon. I've had some wonderful people that know and adore me. Good friends that were like, you should do some painting live streams. Anyway, I wish live streaming was a thing when I was 18, because 20, I literally would have made my living doing live stream paintings. But anyway, she's cute, right? Like, I've got light language. I'm gonna show you guys. I've been painting since I was a kid. But anyway, I've got light language that I channel and draw into the painting. And then, I don't know if she's done yet. She might be. I might add another layer. Anyway, I'm getting distracted because she gets excited, okay? I am also over-caffeinated, but not over-caffeinated. I think my tolerance has gone up. All right. Let me finish my intro and then I'm going to jump right into the reading for you guys for the week. I'm going to try my best to keep it short because I feel like the eclipse reading that if you missed, I can go back to my channel on the live streams, go find it, really tackles the energy for the week. But alas, if you are new here, I welcome you, and I think you're going to love my channel. So just hit that subscribe button. Don't even question it. Honestly, like you're going to dig it, right? I mean, you're here. You're already here. You already made it. Spirit guided you. Go subscribe. Okay, now that we've got that out of the way, on my channel you can expect spiritual and personal development videos, as well as weekly readings and channeled readings and the AKASHIC records. Also, if you don't know yet, I have a free guided meditation. You can go cop in the link in the description below, where I take you through really clearing your energy fields, reestablishing your source connection, amplifying your own personal energy so nothing can get in the way. It clears all the static for those of you that know what that is energetically. It really gives you a bright vibe to your light. Okay, increasing your light quotient, rather. I'm already with my channel, but I'm gonna tune in right now. I don't know if I said yet, I am a psychic medium, I am a shaman, I'm a high performance coach in both life coaching and business coaching. For those of you that don't know those things, I feel like I need to say them. I think that's it. Okay. Let me tune into my source channel. There are 2 things they're saying to me immediately. Ready, fire, aim, and a call to arms. I'm going to ask them for a lot of specifics around that, but that already gives me a really clear indication of the week that they're showing me an army. Can you guys tell me more? You're falling into place as a legion of light workers. Okay, so there's a lot of dark forces that are sweeping through the collective, and we're all being put into position. And what's interesting is we don't necessarily know what our positions are. If you're getting a lot of military references this week, or like a call to check out the military or join, or I don't know, there's a lot of like, and thank you for those that are in service. There's a lot of focus energetically on the idea of military, on the idea of war, on the idea of falling into line. You're falling into formation. I'm going to have them unpack that a little bit more because it's not a traditional frequency of awareness that I'm in. And I'll try to just stream through for you guys what's being said. They're saying this is a call to arms. I don't know what that means yet, so I'm gonna have to unpack it. There's an urgency in the collective energy. I'm almost gonna cry. There's almost also a helicopter. It's been circling around this block for like the last 2 hours, and they're bringing my attention to it. And the emotional energy that's present right now is not mine. It's literally the channeled collective energy. Cry, breakdown. Ooh, okay. I'm just gonna run with like what's coming forward for this stream, for this collective reading. So a lot of you feel like you're breaking down now. The way they're showing it to me is in this formation line, as if you're stepping into the front lines of what is they're showing me a very traditional battlefield with two sides that were like, we're gonna meet at freaking 7 a.m. With lines, okay, flanks. They're showing, oh gosh, they haven't brought this awareness into my fields for years. They're showing me the way that the flanks are drawn. They're giving me a lot of military strategy right now. So like the way that shields are positioned and swords and how they go with each flank. I don't know if you guys need the background to that information, but if you do, just search like Roman and Spartan, I don't know, war organization. I don't even know how to describe it, but they're showing me like the more archaic war sense, as opposed to like, the words aren't even coming forward, as opposed to like more traditional. I don't know. I'll ignore that for the moment, but let me tap into it. This message is very different. It's a very big contrast to my traditional consciousness. So you guys are just gonna have to give me a minute as I'm settling into the frequency. I'm digesting it, I'm watching the images, and then I have to translate. So that's what's going on right now. I can feel a panic in my heart that is not mine. This is the collective. So if this is what's happening energetically, is if you were preparing for war and you were in a front, second, third line of flanks, I think before the horses. Is there infantry before horses? Anyway, I don't know the specifics, but they're showing me a line of cavalry as well. They're showing me like, this is so odd, you guys. I'm very uncomfortable with this collective read. Okay, so they're showing me rifles. They're showing it's like archaic. They're showing me a line of, what are those called? Archers. I'm just gonna tune into the energy. This is a really heavy energy. So the anxiety, let me try to pull this apart. Normally I have much more clear mental awareness, and this is being shown to me. The collective energy is being, oh gosh, it's like a panic. It's being shown to me as in my clair, oh my gosh, the clair visual, I forget what it's called. Clairvoyance, and then I have to translate it and unpack it. You guys are in panic. There's an underlying panic in the collective, and the collective that I'm reading are the collective of light workers. There's no lack of leadership. There is a real core energetic presence of you knowing, I don't want to say it like this is the way that it's coming through, that your life is on the line for a specific cause for which you are or have agreed to be a part of. Again, I don't know the specific sweeping dynamics. I would say probably this has to do with big sweeping energies, big light force energies, in contrast to big lower vibrational, dense, shadowed, evil energies. And this does feel like an energy war. and it feels like it's about to start. I don't know exactly what that looks like, if it's a 6-month timeline or what have you, and I don't want to scare you guys, so I'm going to give you a little bit of background. Like, we frequently are in energetic wars. I'm usually on top of it because they are psychic, they are telepathic energetic wars, which are like thought form entity types that are more light versus thought form entity types that are more control, manipulation based. And I typically feel a lot of that etherically, and my guides have like I don't know, energetic shelters for me so that I can just like do my work apart from it. But regardless, think of it like this. If you are feeling a lot of anxiety emotionally, if you're feeling a depression that kind of came on out of nowhere, if you feel like your life is completely breaking down and you don't see a way out, there are a couple ways of understanding this. One, you are breaking down to break through. And two, you're picking up on the collective energy that is kind of it's really being shown to me as a collective panic at the collective emotional energy, if that makes sense. The collective etheric energy, that is not yours. But because you are a light worker, because you are of some level of higher consciousness, because you have chosen to side with and work with the light, for those of you that have, which the people that are watching my video for the most part have, you are automatically aligned with everything that is light, which is currently at war with some level of darkness. Again, I don't know the specifics, and I don't really care to like read through like what exactly the wars are and stuff, just because they're kind of happening all the time, not to discredit it. But the reason why my attention is being brought to it for you guys specifically is because it's so funky. It almost looks political. I don't know what's going on politically. I don't know that I want to know, but it almost looks like it's being brought to the conscious attention of people. So whether it's on the news, on television, in the media and entertainment. Hello, my love. I just saw your comment. Yeah, I pray for protection from darker forces. This is such an interesting channel because I feel like almost out of touch because I don't understand mentally what the energies are, but I will tell you that it has the painting, like my painting, it's like a big stroke that feels political. In my field, I can feel it. It's like a big red, like painting the town red is being what's coming forward. I don't know if that's like I don't know. I'm doing my best to translate right now. I'm in a very sticky energetic territory. If I had chosen which channel, it would not have been this today, if I'm going to be transparent. But I want to be real with you guys, and this is what my guides are bringing forward, because a lot of you are probably moving through this mentally. I would suggest, based on what's being shown to me, disengaging from TV and the news for the next couple of weeks, just to give yourself a break from what looks like to be an etheric psychic war or psychic attacks. I'm receiving the channel. Keep going. Okay, great. Thanks. It's like, it's wild, man, because I like to be not on the war side of things, you know, but I mean, we do what we got to do. The North Node is in Aries, so there will be the warrior is a present archetype, which isn't bad, but it just is what it is. And my attention is constantly being brought to this LAPD helicopter. Okay. I pray for the protection for each and every one of you. May you receive psychic, mental, emotional, and energetic bunkers where, oh my gosh, I can already feel that prayer working through, where your guides, all you got to do is give conscious permission. If you acknowledge that you're in a war scenario, which a lot of these wars are psychic, okay? So you're feeling that psychic attack from the other collective dark forces or darker energies that can move through people as well, that could be close to you, that are in alignment with some darker forces that can be used to jump into your energy fields with more prominence. Do not take fear there. Do not be scared about that. The effort of my channel asking me to call that out is because when you are conscious and when you understand, then you can catch it when it happens, not take it personally and not take ownership over it feels like depression, like, oh my gosh, and this energy's moving through. You guys will see, again, with channels, I try to explain this all the time, like, this is literally, the energy is releasing through me. It's like alchemizing in my energetic system, in my body as I'm speaking it. And it comes through as like burping and moving and always the way that like I pause and how I speak, a lot of it's like the energy is just trying to like move through. Oh, I'm glad to hear that the St. John's wort helping. I also have a supplement from Ron Teagarden. Oh my gosh. What's it called? I'll try to recommend for you guys. Yeah, helping your emotional system with any anxiety or depression in the ways that you can. For those of you that microdose, that's something you could consider doing as well. Obviously, I'm not a medical practitioner. Tune into yourself and your needs. You're gonna know what you need. But yeah, St. John's wort, kava kava. I have a mood enhancement herbal blend from Ron Teagarden. What's it called? Dragon herb? From Dragon Herb. I forget what it's called. The Tao, maybe? Anyway, it's like a mood balancing, focusing herb blend. And that's like really beautiful as well. But a lot of the depression, so if you're picking up on a lot of depression, a lot of anxiety, a lot of, I guess that's anxiety. What is that? It's like a panic. It's like a panic. It may not be yours. In fact, it's likely not yours. And if you can find a way to either maybe with herbs or supplements to elevate your mood, maybe with conscious breath and attention, breath work, meditation to bring yourself into an emotional balance. They're showing me huge energies now sweeping through the collective. So they dialed me into the specifics and now they're bringing me back into the broad energies. Is that, what would I call that? It's like an emotional, there are big energies moving through the collective that are dark and emotional. Those of us that are awake and aware, meditated, well balanced, we're very sensitive emotionally, so we pick up on those energies with that sensitivity and we really feel. So again, that can come across like a depressive episode. Those of you, oh gosh, I don't even want to go here, but they're bringing me here. Those of you that have suicidal thoughts or have had them in the past, please be highly, highly attentive to your emotional awareness. Now at this time, this is likely not you. The depression that's moving through the collective has a really heavy, very intense energy signature that might re-trigger past wounding and psychological trauma in the subconscious. And if you are not strong in understanding the boundary or the balance in what is yours versus what is the collective energy, you might take it on as yours and move into self-harm in whatever way that might mean. It could be as like basic as negative thinking or as intense as some other things. Also, I'm gonna say some disclaimers right now. Trust yourself. This is a general psychic reading. This is not going to apply for everyone. This is a collective reading. Take what works for you, take what resonates, leave the rest. If this is dark and it is not resonating with you, let it go. it's not for you. If it is for you, make sure that you have the support that you need right now. And they're telling me, like, if these are tendencies for yourself, get a list of hotline numbers and keep them by your bed. Get a list of friends that you're ready to call, that you feel safe speaking with. Get a therapist, go into group therapy, check out some 12-step programs. You guys that need more support, look at whatever 12-step programs are available to you in your area around the specific type of support you need. Byron Katie, look at Byron Katie's website. She has a support helpline of volunteers that will help, not like for emergency, but will help walk you through specifically if you have like negative thoughts. There's an entire meditation around doing their own version of clearing work, and that is free as well. Oh my gosh, what other resources? I can tell how intense the energies are because they're literally streaming resources through to me to give to you guys. For those of you that might feel like you're in crisis, to be able to step out and have crisis prevention through an idea of acknowledgement. Also, this is being shared with you guys. They're telling me that this might not be for you. Like, you might not be moving through this particular frequency of awareness. It might be for someone you know, where you just recommend, like, hey, go check out this 12-step program. Hey, check out Byron Katie's website. Hey, check out this woman, Emelina. I follow her channel. Like, maybe this will help. Like, I don't know. Any level of meditations, any level of support and guidance. There's just so much pressure and stress in the collective that doesn't have a release of tension. They're showing, gosh, I never tap into these political energies, but they're showing me like there's going to be a release. There's going to be a release. There has to be a release at the collective level. We're going to see that. I don't know what that looks like. I am not a predictive astrologer. I'm not a predictive psychic reader. I'm not here to tell you what's going to happen in the world. Things change all the time. But what I will tell you is that I can feel a mountain of pressure, and that pressure has to be released in one way or another. So if you see a very high level of contact, a high level of conflict, in the media, it's because this pressure somehow needs to have a controlled release, and that's not often pleasant. And I hate to be the deliverer of that. And you guys know how positive I am too. So like, this is just like, this is literally what someone needs to hear somewhere. And I'm like, also, I want to apologize for those of you that want a positive reading for me. It's just not what's coming through right now. I mean, not that it's not positive, but it's heavy. It's heavy. Let me just tap in and see what else needs to be said or they want to say through me right now. I feel like they're saying all this so that you can separate between what's a collective theme of conflict and what's your own, so that you don't take on collective energies and you can feel like the demarcation line or the separation between the collective energy that's pushing on you and your own personal energy, so you don't take on what would turn into like intense depressive episodes, if that makes sense. You guys, I'm very uncomfortable right now, to be totally transparent with you, in being the voice to relay these frequencies through to you. I really like to be a bright light. Not that this isn't bright. I literally am trying to calm my body down. I can feel that, like I have goosebumps all over me. There are two levels of attack. The first level of attack is a mental attack. Overwhelmed thoughts, lots of negative thoughts. They're just telling me negative thoughts, but there's going to be a texture behind those thoughts it's really at the energetic level. This is how mostly how I read is the energy. At the energetic level, it's an interference, and then there's an attack. Okay, we call this a psychic attack. So it's like if you think about these like energy wars, it's like a static is whatever the other forces are sending through. They're sending through a static, which is a mental fog. Okay. That disorients your ability to see and perceive mentally. And then they're sending through, they're showing me lots of like ice picks coming in. So this is for you guys to know with your higher selves what the tactics are so that you can sidestep them. Those ice picks are, it's a psychic attack. Gosh. This shit happens to me all the time. I just know how to move through it. So I'm trying to explain to you guys how to move through it. And I'm saying it happens all the time to take some of the weight out of it. It's not like, oh my God, this is the worst thing ever. It's like, oh shoot, like this is happening all the freaking time. Most people don't have the tools to acknowledge when it's happening or be able to separate. And I've been moving through this the last couple weeks. I just don't take it personally because I understand that they're just psychic attacks. It's like, well, whatever. Like I don't have to take it. You just kind of have to know how to handle it. So it's like there's a fog that is a static energy that comes through first. You can think about that like, again, they're showing me like war scenario. It's like trying, it's like the other party in the conflict in this scenario is like trying to wipe out your communication with source, okay? Like in a war, right, you would try to produce a frequency that would cut out all of the radio waves, or I don't know the specifics of this, okay? It's just being channeled through, to eliminate one party's ability to communicate with their higher ranking officers, right? Or things like that. So that's what this energy is. There's like a static from the other side that's coming from the collective into the light workers' fields, to eliminate your personal connection with source. Now, they can't actually eliminate it. They can only do it if they catch you off guard and you don't understand what that energy frequency is. So if you feel like you're getting like your source connection's cut off, it might be, but only in that baby little realm. Your source connection is never cut off. And that's like for you to remember that this is psychic attacks are mental usually. So if you step out of the mental awareness, come into your body and see, again, sign up for the free meditation I have linked below. It's the Rainbow Sacred Flame of Creation in your solar plexus. You will eliminate any static and any ability for any other force to penetrate your mental awareness, because you will reestablish your source connection through your body. So that's how you get around that. Now I want to talk about these ice picks. Let me try to explain that. So they disorient your fields, and then they toss in these they're showing to me as blue and white ice picks. Now, for me to explain that in a human way, a lot of what I do is just literally energy work, and I'm moving those energies around all the time and eliminating them. That can be other people's projections on you, other people's thoughts and opinions of what you should do with a lot of power. Those ice picks aren't just like, oh, you should do this. It's like, do this. You're wrong if you think that way. It's like an attack, okay? It's a psychic attack. It could be other people wishing harm on you. And I hate to say it, but that stuff is a very human reality that many of us have to deal with. Those could be those ice picks. And again, just because people have intentions or say negative things in their brain doesn't mean you have to receive it. You are fully well fucking protected by source. God's protection is real protection. And nobody can override that because it's God. So whenever you align with your own source connection, clear the static energy, which when you align to your source connection in your solar plexus, just visualize a flame in your solar plexus, the rainbow sacred flame. If you go through my free transmission will help you strengthen it, but you envision a rainbow flame. in your solar plexus. That's the original flame and source of creation that will strengthen your energy fields and eliminate any static, and align you back to your true authentic self and power and expression. What else are these ice picks? Give me some like concrete mental data for my friends here. Some of them are just collective energies, okay? So some psychic attacks can literally be fear-mongering through the news, through advertisements, even some of the stuff I see on YouTube, some of the ads, I'm like, wow, that was a psychic attack. Like, what? Like, it should be, it should be illegal to like make ads like that, but nobody knows. It's like weird. It's media, okay? It's propaganda, but it's not, it depends, whatever. Let me sidestep some of that mental side. You'll know what it is because I'm helping to bring your awareness and attention to it so that your higher self can grab your attention and move it through your consciousness. Yeah, other people's thoughts, ideas, opinions, their power, their authority. Anyone that's trying to override your own personal sovereignty or your own personal authority on how you run your life, that's that psychic attack. It can come from people you know, it can come from people you don't know, it can come from sweeping media trends. I feel like I'm dodging this shit all the time in my fields, honestly, so I guess it's not that crazy. I'm just like bringing more mental awareness to it right now. They're telling me there's a lot more psychic attack mentally than usual, which totally makes sense because I feel like I've been dodging mental bullets for like at least a month. And by that, I mean, it's just taken me a lot more, I don't want to say time, but a lot more attention, conscious attention on keeping my mental clarity clear. So it might be the same for you. It's more, they're showing me they're actually reorganizing your fields, your energy fields, all of you that are in this, that want to receive this from source, where they're quickly sorting the mental energy that you have available to you and showing you, hey, that's trash. Hey, place up a block to that. Hey, send back some interference. They shouldn't be fucking around with you. Hey, that has nothing to do with you. And oh, hey, you're totally, completely fucking protected. You have flanks up in your own energetic fields because they're actually showing me, oh my gosh, the amount of war strategy that's coming through right now. I don't know how to explain this though, because I'm not like a freaking general. Okay, so I don't know. I'm seeing it's either Spartan or Roman, where they had the round shields. I think they're called flanks, right? Somebody can correct me or let me know. And they hold, but it's the whole line holds the whole line. And if one shield is taken down, that opening can be easily overtaken, right? So the point is everybody moves forward at the same pace, in the same formation, and you can't break formation. So they're showing me that scenario because they're showing me that all of those that are in a more conscious state of awareness, a higher vibrational state, that there's an entire flank and that we've all got each other's backs and that we're all in formation and we're all safe so long as we're all with source, because the line is being held for everyone. So all of this mental attack, mental psychic attack, psychic awareness, and all of that, it's not just up to you. It's actually that you're guarded not only by source, but you're also guarded by everyone else on this wave energetically of consciousness. So you can rely on the knowing that this is a teamwork, collective effort for all of us, that we are all part of this, and that we are all holding formation, and that each of us taking care of ourselves, our own mental, emotional, physical, and energetic awareness is the shield, and each of us being attentive to our own frame, our own experience, allowing ourselves to be emotionally stable, rejecting any mental distortion, mental illusion, disillusionment is coming through as a word, rejecting that and placing our attention on our physical body, on our physical safety, on our sensual awareness. This is making more sense actually, because they've sent so many downloads through recently about being sensual, your intuition coming through sensually, because other forces can't disrupt your body. Like, you know, if source can't reach you mentally, source for sure is working through your body awareness and your intuition in your body and your intuition in your emotional fields. So pay attention to your body, tune into your body. The body is going to be the dominant form of source intelligence right now, because it's something that can't be disrupted or disturbed. Source can get to you immediately through your body. Mentally, there can be things in the way. And then let me look at the emotional body of the collective as well. Oh my gosh, you guys, I might also need water too, and I don't have any. Tell me what's going on emotionally, you guys. Okay. So the forces that are running right now are mainly mental, all right? Emotionally, they're looking at, gosh, this is the program, is that they're looking to get to you emotionally through disturbing your mental like idea of what's real, right? You can also bypass some of this mental garbage that's going on etherically by getting very still in your body and by keeping your emotions very balanced. I can't tell you the amount of people I know right now that are taking some level of mood enhancing herbs because the nervous system needs a little extra boost. That is only if that feels right for you. I am absolutely not a medical practitioner. Trust yourself, trust your own medical guidance. Do whatever you can do to keep yourself emotionally stable. I love going to a Korean spa. Maybe that works for you guys. You know, something that's gonna like dissolve the stress out of your body, out of your cells, allow you to relax. Go into nature, meditate in nature, go for long walks. Work with the elements, go to a body of water if you can. Fire, air, earth, water. Okay, so work with the 4 elements specifically. I always work also with ether and sound as elements. You can just kind of meditate on that. Find ways to connect with the earth. Find ways to connect to fire. You can meditate with a candle, anything that's like a body of water. You swimming, you soaking, going to the ocean, connecting with the water spirits, the air. I always get so many downloads from the guardian of air. You can just sit outside and feel the air around you and connect to it. Sound, that is working with the nod, as they say in yoga, which is the sound current that carries awareness, all of awareness through the vibration of sound. You can sing with that awareness of connecting to the current of creation. It's the current of all creation. I think sound comes before light, I believe. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think sound is first. Anyway, sing, play singing bowls. Speak your protection into existence, speak your desires into existence, speak your affirmations out loud. You can also do that in a mirror. That's really great to anchor that into your reality. sound, ether would be working through your own Akashic records. I also do want to mention, because my guides said this to me yesterday and I thought about doing a stream on it. For those of you that are not, haven't been trained in Akashic records work, this is literally, it's coming through on the etheric, connecting with the ether energy, the ether element. You cannot read other people's records without their explicit conscious consent. And I want to make that very clear, because just because you can read the Akashic records doesn't mean you should. And not only that, but there are huge karmic consequences if you read someone's energy and their records without their permission. Not to mention it also won't be accurate because you don't have permission. But there's someone in this audience that needs to hear that, because that's coming through very strongly. There are huge karmic consequences for reading someone's energy that you do not have the permission to read. It's like going into someone's underwear drawer. It's none of your fucking business. Okay? For what there are actually, I'm seeing like 3 or 4 people in this stream in the future that will see this, that need to hear that. You've been warned. That's what's coming through very loudly. The rest of you that do your own Akashic records work in your own Akashic records, because those are the only records that you can read with permission, are your own. Unless you have permission from someone else and you are qualified as a practitioner to read them. Read yours. Enjoy your own Akashic records, but don't go poking around. Unless you want to deal with the karmic consequences of that. Which I won't get into, but they're vast. The beauty of this world is that even if things look invisible, like people's intentions, that they think they can get away with shit, there are large governing bodies in the universe that focus on the law of balance, that know everything that is going on, every intention, every action, every desire, everything. And they are rebalancing everything. And I frequently, like yesterday, a large energetic body grabbed my attention and we're like, hey, we have some things to run by you. There's been some shit going on. You know, everything is rebalanced. That's so funny. That was not funny, but like that was a specific message. And I know those of you that need to hear that will hear that, and you're on notice. You're on notice by them. Whoever that needs to hear that, now you know. You're welcome. Okay. Emotionally, you guys are good. Just look out for your emotional awareness by keeping your physical body balanced. Movement's going to be really helpful, but they're telling me not to overdo it. Those of you that love to dance, run, swim, hike, be with animals, with your dogs. I'm seeing hiking with a lot of dogs. If you want a partner to hike with your dog, I will come. Me and dogs are just like, oh my God, dogs are my besties. What else? You're being given a lot of support etherically. A lot of ancestors, a lot of guides, angels, fairies, elves, otherworldly creatures like griffins. If you want to kick ass, man, go find some griffin energy. I've got a griffin guide. They're intense. I was like, how long is this stream? All right, cool. They also just popped this card at me. I prayed to release the need to know and flow. So here's the thing. You don't need to be in fear. You don't need to know all the specifics about all of this. Again, just in a channel like this, they're helping me to explain what's going on etherically, energetically, at the collective level, so that you can have some awareness around it, so that you can let go and be with yourself, and not take things on that aren't yours. Because what, ow. Ah! Oh my God, my ankle hurts so much. Because it causes pain physically. Like, look at this. It causes pain that's not yours. It's like you taking on something that's not yours. A level of disease that's not yours. Oh my God, my ankle is like, Ow. All right, what else? They're telling me specifically that my willingness to sit here for 45 minutes and just talk about this and have you guys even just passively listen is the healing. That it actually, they're showing me that through this channel, those of you that are still listening, even those of you that aren't still listening, that just tapped in and were like, I received, like, you know, you still get to receive it. They're showing me the switch of your personal energy where they went from negative ions to positive ions or positive ions to negative ions in the energetic field. So it's like whatever was attracting that conflict coming towards you has been officially shifted over, healed, transformed, and your own energy system is now repelling that which is not for you and is attracting the emotional, mental, and physical balance. And two things just happened. That helicopter that's been circling this block for the last 3 hours just left, which tells me the conflict left, and I had two birds just land outside of my window, and they're staring at me and they are singing. So that is confirmation for me that this has been resolved. So to give you guys the mental awareness of this, you just sat through a 45-minute healing session. And what's really beautiful about the way that Source works with me and my healing is that I heal consciousness. You know, some people heal the body. We call them doctors generally. Some people heal emotions, which sometimes I can help, but like it's more like therapy kind of. Oh my gosh, I don't know if someone else has got this pain in their ankle. This is not normal for me. Ooh. Let me tap into this. I don't think this is mine. It's your ability to receive. We receive through the left ankle. It's your ability to receive. I claim that. Namaste. Thank you. You're so welcome, my love. Yeah, sometimes I forget that not that I forget that I do it, I just forget to talk about it. The way that I heal is I heal consciousness. I heal people's ability to understand and have awareness around who they are, how they function, you know, how things interact with them. And that level of healing moves through all the other bodies. So there are so many different types of healers. So that's the way that I heal. But my guides are saying you just sat through a 45-minute deep healing session. And it is as easy as listening like it's a podcast, but it's a healing session. Nonetheless, I like to make things easy. They're literally showing me complete resolve. So essentially, the way I took you guys through understanding the energetics and the mental tactics, the emotional tactics, the depression, then giving the resources, etc., was teaching you and your energy system as well as your mind the sorts of tactics that are used in psychic attack, which is like, think about it this way, the psychic attack, and these are many of the collective psychic attacks, or a virus, think about it like a virus in the body, and I just taught your energy system or your white blood cells energetically how to attack and remove the virus and take it out. So I just gave you the antidote. That is my shamanic work. I do it very automatically. And again, I know I've said this in a previous channel, but my guides will frequently put me in situations like this because without me thinking, it just like bypasses my mental awareness. I go into automatic healing. Like I automatically start to produce within myself the consciousness that not combats, but eliminates the threat. Like I'm very, very good at it. So even just being in a conflict-based situation, I like on autopilot automatically start creating like energetic antidotes, and then I just know how to move through it. So you've received that. That is a transmission from yours truly, my consciousness through Source, delivered to you from Source in a way that is of service the most to you. What else? Remember that if you're going through it right now, it is a breakdown to break through, okay? I can feel someone really needs to hear that, not just a someone. There are many someones on this stream that need to hear that. If you are breaking down right now, let go, allow the breakdown, okay? Allow yourself to fall apart, because sometimes, and by sometimes, I mean just like a lot of, sometimes we got to get rid of the whole fucking foundation in the house. Sometimes that house was just built in such a shitty way. Your idea of home, your idea of how you function in this world, your idea of who you are, that everything needs to be torn apart. There needs to be a complete demolition. There's just nothing easy about that. I completely empathize with it. It is called an ego death. If you look any of that up, and or on YouTube, listen to other channels, maybe I'll channel something on this. It's an ego death. An ego death is a death of a mentality. It's a death of how you contextualize, like how you act in this world and how you be based on what you thought of yourself and what you assumed the world to be. They are terrifying in some ways, because the ego is what gives the structure and the context to the mind to know what is reality and what is not. So when you go through an ego death, you're questioning your reality, which can make you feel like you're going crazy. What else? Like, makes you feel like you're losing yourself, because you are. You're losing a part of yourself, a part of yourself. You're not losing your real self. You're losing a part of yourself that you tried on as an expression of armor to survive and to get through your reality, and it's not working anymore. So spirit pulls the rug out from under you, not because spirit wants to hurt you, but because spirit's like, this foundation is wrought with termites. The entire fucking 12-story building is about to fall down in your consciousness. So we're doing a controlled demolition because we want to keep you safe. And that is when a lot of things in your life start rearranging and you start like losing aspects of yourself. I'll give you guys a fast example. I'm so good at this work though, I didn't take it negatively, but it's like when everything is changing around you. So like, oh my gosh, at this point, what is it, 3 or 4 years ago? It was right after COVID. I left an 11-year relationship. I changed jobs into this career. I changed my career. I changed cities. I moved to San Francisco. I changed relationships. I didn't have the friendship base that I have now. I sold everything that I owned. So I didn't have like really anything of comfort, and I was living out of a suitcase. So that is a move I could make. I felt supported with. I had 3 coaches taking me through that, as well as my own psychic guidance and awareness. I'm not saying it was easy, but it's kind of like that. That was a huge, huge ego death for me. It's like that. It's like, I mean, that's the positive aspect of it, but it's like, you know, when everything that created the foundation of who you think you are changes. And you're like, well, but I don't know who I am now. Like that feels like, it almost feels like an assault to your character. Cause you're like, well, if I don't have anything that I've had before that roots me into my current experience, who the fuck am I? And then you freak out about it. Your ego has a shit fit because it doesn't know where to reference your understanding of who you are from. So then you have to create a new understanding of who you are. And there's just nothing easy about coming into that. It's a process. At this point, I don't know how many intense ego deaths I've been through. I'm like an expert in them. When they come, I just embrace them. I'm like, okay, we'll die. It's fine. I've probably had 5, maybe. Some people call them dark nights of the soul. My entire life has been a dark night of the soul. I don't know. With some of us, I wonder when we get out. You know, like some of us are on some serious missions. Where else do I want to go with ego death? What do you guys want me to say on it? Because you guys, there's a lot of you that are experiencing it, and it's going to feel like a pretty severe breakdown. It can feel like a mental breakdown. Again, I'm not a medical practitioner. I don't know what to say on that level. Just take what resonates, leave the rest. It's really a questioning of your reality, and that questioning of reality can be very scary. Now, I'm going to ask my guides right now, how can we create some stability in a consciousness or a time period like that for those of you that need it? They're telling me immediately, just know that there's a breakthrough around the corner. You break down to break through, okay? They're showing me a huge pane of glass in front of you. If you have this huge pane of glass, and that's your previous reality, is like you are breaking down so that you can stand up in the courage and then punch through. You're going to break through the glass, and the glass is going to shatter. This is in your consciousness, okay? And it's a very dynamic, energetic experience. They've been showing me glass shattering in my fields for like, I don't know, a few weeks. Like every time there's a big epiphany, I see the glass shatter in front of me. That's what the breakthrough is. It's when it's like the sun peeking out after it rains, or the sun coming up in the morning. You know, it's like, it's a cycle. Okay. So know that if you're in the breakdown, it's not about grinning and bearing it. Allow it to dissolve. If you're in this breakdown right now, for those of you that are, I'm seeing a number of you, allow your life to dissolve. It's okay. Let it go. Obviously don't take that out of context for some of you listening. Let go that which is no longer working for you, with the faith that once you let go of what's not working, and the tears like dry on your face, and you pick your face up and you're like, gosh, I feel like so defeated. I have no more energy left, like, to do anything. You pick your face up, and because you've let go of everything, your heart breaks open. They're showing me a huge heart awakening. And you look up at the sun, like, for the first time. It's almost like you're seeing the sun or the light for the first time. And it's like you're healed instantaneously. And you just know who you are, and you know what to do, and you know what's important to you. And then you're able to slowly and efficiently, in whatever way feels right to you, get out of that slumber, that dark night of the soul. Step through and begin to take actions based on your new priorities. All right. I'm sending a healing current through. For those of you that want to grab onto it, it's not dissimilar from Reiki. They just showed me that there's a current being connected through source consciousness because of the work that I do, which is a prayer for those of you that need it. Anyone on this stream can tap into this. Just say yes to that, and source will give it to you. It's a blue column of healing light that is helping. It's like how do I explain this? It's almost like a fountain of youth. It's like a stream of data of soul remembering. Like they're showing me you like eating it up, like original source coding at the, like, not the matrix level, but at the source coding level. It's almost like a software program that refeeds you and refuels you in a healing way. Oh gosh, I could feel myself sending this through. That's like, it's like giving you the nourishment energetically and emotionally. They're showing me like you drinking the, this is gonna sound weird, but this is what's coming through, like unicorn tears. It's like, but not tears as in like the unicorn is hurting, like tears as in like the healing that the unicorn that unicorns have, their healing abilities, which I didn't even know until this moment. Actually, they're showing me the unicorn tears have the ability to heal. Oh my gosh, I've never seen a channel like this. How beautiful. Okay, what are they saying? The unicorn tears have the ability to heal any level of darkness, no matter how dark, no matter how evil. So any wounding that you have, this stream of source remembering, of soul remembering, the stream of consciousness is carrying the codes of unicorn tears, essentially. But it's like, it's really like, that's the fast way they have of explaining it. But it's really the healing level of dissolving, removing, and reversing any dark penetration on your soul experience. And they are showing me that at the multidimensional level. Any of you that feel called can receive that transmission. Just ask for the transmission. You'll receive it from your higher guidance, from your higher self, and from source. Do you want me to take them through that now? This is such an interesting channel. They're saying no, that you're just going to receive it. Oh my gosh, that's typically something I would shoot like a meditation video around. That's a beautiful activation. Just tap into it. You're going to be seeing, it's a blue column of light and it's running source code. It literally, to me, a lot of my psychic data comes through in computer programming. It's coming through in source coding, but for those of you, it will look like computer programming. So they're showing me the computer program running in light codes, in blue and white light codes, all around you in a column. And that's feeding you. I don't necessarily completely understand the unicorn tears, but that's a thing. That's a frequency. So from the quantum, that's the healing that's taking place. It's like this otherworldly, mystical, miraculous truth that brings you back into harmony, consistency, and vibrational awareness with your authentic soul expression, which eliminates any karmic interference that would block your ability to be in association with and in complete synchronization with your true, authentic self. It's essentially what that is. Unicorn tears. That's the unpacked explanation. I'm sure I've said this in a video before, but for those of you that don't know, the way that a lot of information comes to me psychically is that it comes in kind of like a big fiber optic cable of claircognizant energy. It's just a knowing. So when it's like a pipeline that's sent to me, and when that pipeline is sent to me, then my consciousness unpacks each strand, and out of each strand, out of the fiber optic cable, if you guys have seen fiber optic cables, they like, it's like one cable, right? And then it opens up to like a million like little pieces, and each of those little pieces is a mental thought or understanding or current of awareness that then when my consciousness goes in and I start opening it up, I get the vibration of each of those like information downloads or packets, and then I kind of like bring it into my awareness, and my mind and my energy start to digest and translate for me. I don't know who needed to hear that or what, or if I needed to say it, but I haven't said that in a while. That's kind of how it happens, and I guess that's being mentioned because around the unicorn tears, they'll say a word like that, like unicorn tears. I'm like, what does that even mean? So then I take that pipeline and the fiber optic cable and I start to open up each strand to like understand like what exactly does that mean for the human. All right, let me just center with the law of one, see if there's anything else they want to say. What a channel. I did not expect this level of healing to be moved through you guys either. It's so cool. All right. They said, Emelina, you're done. I'm going to give you guys a couple cards and then we'll call it quits. Thanks for joining me, you guys. I hope you have a magnificent week. Allow the healing to be what it needs to be. Be very gentle and very loving with yourself, please. I pray to let go of any unhealthy attachments. If that's not the vibe, I don't know what is. And I pray to see, receive, and know my blessings. For those of you that don't know, with energetic healing like this and consciousness healing, drink water, baby. It has a similar effect that it does to go to a sauna or do any level of a detox. It is a psychic, energetic consciousness detox. So facilitate that with a lot of water. Journal anything that you get off the stream in the next few days. Pay attention to your dreams. You're going to be getting a lot of psychic resolve and psychic data from your dreams this week. Write them down. They will bring the codes of your awareness to your conscious mind. Again, ask for protection on any lower level dark forces. So I pray for divine protection from any dark forces. That's all I can say. I just say it every day. I pray for protection from any dark forces. I pray for divine protection. Is there anything else? Consciously attend to your mastery is what they just said to me, which tells me a lot of you are in like school right now through your ascension work. What do you guys want to say on that? Give me a little bit. Attend to your mastery. Attend to your mastery. Consider what your major strengths are and attend to them. Strengthen yourself, bolster your strengths, whatever your strengths may be. Whatever you are a master in, you will know. It will be made clear to you. I'm going to glance through your comments real quick. I hope this meets you with grace. I'm sure it will. I'm sending you guys so much love because this is a crazy, not crazy read. Dense. If you do love my vibe and want to work with me, whether it is healing, whether it is readings, whether it is coaching, all of the things, I'll leave some links in the description below. You can always email me at wearewokeaf@gmail.com if you want to work with me, and I will help guide you, depending on what resonates with you, on the best way that we can work together. Okay, I'm just gonna look through the live chat. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I love you all. Okay. In Angel's Keeping. I'm trying to remember your first name. Gemma. Gemma? I'm so happy you're here. Oh, I'm glad you're getting some confirmation here too. Okay, so In Angel's Keeping asked me, is this part of people's contracts too, them choosing to exit? Is that pre-planned? They don't want to do the work. Some of it's pre-planned, some of it's not. Some of it's spontaneous. But yeah, if they don't want to do the work, it's no longer your contract. You know, we're at a big... Oh, I think I said this in the, what was it, the last channel, the Eclipse channel? We're at a big renegotiation point with soul contracts right now. Okay. Lizzie, I'm so happy you saw this. I don't know if you're still here, but good to see you. Happy full moon. Yeah, is today the full moon? Was it yesterday? It's like, we're all going through a time warp right now. Sitlin, goosebumps are a good feeling for you. It's high energy. Yeah, totally. Or other worldly energies around warning you, or energetic chills. That's angelic. Yeah, you know what's funny? I don't usually get goosebumps, but I know that that's a big confirmation for people, and it's funny because I got them in this stream. I rarely get them. Yeah, praying for protection for other people is also amazing. God knows we all need it. Better together, stronger together is what Morning Dew said. Yeah, absolutely. We're all stronger together, 1000%. In Angel's Keeping, 100% received a download here, and I'm writing about it to help others. So this is validation that you're on the right path. Totally. I'm happy you received that validation. That's amazing. Crystal, hi. I'm happy that you caught me live as well. Beautiful. Morning Dew, thank you, Emelina. You're welcome, sweetheart. And I did get it. It is Gemma. Yay! I really try to remember names. It's like something I've been doing since I was a kid. I was like, I don't know that I need to say this is what's coming up right now. I'm like, I taught skiing and snowboarding for like 10 or 11 years. And gosh, you just get good with names because kids will like give you a run, man. They're like, well, you don't even remember my name. And I'm like, oh yeah? No, I know who you are. Like, I literally would rehearse kids' names in my head over and over and over again, going on the ski lift. And I would say their names. Like, I don't know why this is coming up right now, but it is. I would repeat their names to them like 3 or 4 times. I would call them out. I wouldn't just say, hey, I would like say their name. Anyway, I don't know why this is coming out. This is for someone out there. Name recall, which is really energy recall. It's the ability to be present and attentive to someone, whether or not they are children and whether or not you are teaching them how to skate. So I had a huge download that came through a week or 2 ago around skiing that I need to see if I can tap back into, because it was a really good download on how I haven't taught skiing in a minute, okay? But like how my strategy of teaching skiing relates specifically to energy dynamics, and it came through so loud that I was like, this clearly needs to be spoken about, but then I got like sidetracked into something else because the energies just have to be present. It's not completely present right now, but it's kind of feeding in, so maybe they're prepping me. Maybe I'll shoot that tomorrow. Who knows? If those of you want to know how a PSA level 2 ski instructor would teach you how to ski, I'm gonna go through it, but don't hold me to it because I have not skied in 10 years. I really am a snowboarder. Somebody asked me yesterday, they were like, anyway, I don't know where this is going. I went longboarding yesterday with my longboard, my skateboard. That's why. They're like, have you been doing that for a long time? I'm like, well, I'm really a snowboarder. But I didn't want to like lose my steez. So I longboard on the boardwalk in Santa Monica. Anyway, that's what I've got. It's like a final release. I'm actually going to ask him on the skiing thing. Hold on. There's a reason why that came up. It has to do with how you perceive your own freedom, how you have fun, and your strategy for walking into that freedom. So I will shoot a channel on that soon, because my channel with the skiing had to do with, they're just showing me so clearly, because I teach kids, not just kids, also adults. Like, and again, I haven't taught in 10 years, but speaking from the present moment, like I taught. I teach straight into parallel skiing. I don't do that pizza nonsense because it creates a lot of resistance. And that's what they were teaching me, is just how so much resistance can be created in like our ability to manifest by like following, I don't know, traditional like law of attraction manifestation communities and stuff. It's kind of like teaching skiing in the pizza, which teaches resistance as a way to move forward, which is opposite. And then it all ends up, whatever. I'll get into it in another video. I have so much, I have so much joy around it. You guys have no idea how much I taught. I was a beast, man. I was like one of the top instructors at the school I was at for a very long time, and people requested me all the time because I'm just good at giving attention. So I don't know. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, let me stop that channel because that's a totally separate channel than this one. That's what I've got for you guys. So much love. I will talk to you soon, probably very soon. Enjoy the week, and peace out. All right.